Deep in the whispering woods, nestled between the cattails and lily pads, lived a little duckling named Sunny. Sunny loved the whispering woods. She loved the way the sunlight danced on the water, and the way the wind rustled through the reeds. But most of all, Sunny loved making new friends.
One sunny afternoon, Sunny saw something strange. Something shimmered in the reeds by the edge of the pond. Curious, Sunny waddled closer. She had never seen anything like it before. Could it be a new friend? Sunny, always eager to meet someone new, puffed out her chest and cheeped out a friendly greeting. "Hello there, what are you?"
Sunny was the friendliest duckling in the whispering woods. She believed everyone had good in their hearts, just waiting to be discovered. With her bright yellow feathers and big, trusting eyes, Sunny saw the world as a wonderful place full of potential friends. She loved listening to stories and dreamed of grand adventures. If only she had someone to share them with. Maybe, just maybe, the shimmering creature in the reeds would be the perfect companion.
Taking a deep breath, Sunny inched closer to the reeds, her heart fluttering with anticipation. "Don't be shy," she chirped encouragingly. "Come out and play with me."
The reeds rustled softly, and two emerald eyes, bright as jewels, blinked at Sunny. The gentle sway of the reeds created a mesmerizing dance, almost as if nature itself was welcoming the arrival of something extraordinary. Sunny, the little duckling, felt a shiver of curiosity run down her spine. She had wandered far from her usual pond, drawn by the mysterious allure of the rustling reeds and the promise of adventure. Curled amongst the reeds was a snake, his scales shimmering like emeralds in the sunlight. Each scale seemed to catch the light in a different way, creating a dazzling display of colors that danced across his body. Sunny had never seen anything so beautiful and captivating. The snake's presence was both enchanting and intimidating, a perfect blend of grace and power. He was unlike anything Sunny had ever seen before. The snake's eyes, a deep, mesmerizing green, seemed to hold a world of secrets and stories. Sunny felt a strange connection to this mysterious creature, as if they were destined to meet. She took a cautious step forward, her heart pounding with a mix of fear and excitement.
"Hello, little duckling," hissed the snake, his voice smooth as silk. The sound was soothing, almost hypnotic, and it seemed to wrap around Sunny like a warm blanket. She had always been told that snakes were dangerous, but there was something about this one that made her feel safe and curious. "My name is Slinky. You have such bright, beautiful feathers." Slinky's words were filled with genuine admiration, and Sunny couldn't help but blush under his gaze. She had never received such a compliment before, especially from a creature as magnificent as Slinky. It made her feel special, like she was the most important duckling in the world.
Slinky's gaze seemed to hold Sunny captive, his words washing over her like the warm spring breeze. She felt a strange sense of calm and wonder, as if she was under a spell. The world around them seemed to fade away, leaving just the two of them in a bubble of enchantment. Sunny, usually so talkative, found herself speechless. She had so many questions, but the words just wouldn't come out. She was completely captivated by Slinky, and all she could do was stare in awe at the magnificent creature before her. She had never met a snake before. Everyone knew snakes were supposed to be scary, but Slinky's voice was so soothing, his gaze so mesmerizing, that Sunny couldn't help but feel drawn to him. It was as if Slinky had a magical aura that made everything around him seem more vibrant and alive. Sunny felt a deep sense of curiosity and excitement, eager to learn more about her new enchanting friend. Day after day, Sunny and Slinky met by the pond. Slinky would tell Sunny stories of faraway lands and magical creatures, his voice a low hiss that Sunny found strangely comforting. He made her laugh with his silly jokes and listened patiently as she chattered about her dreams.
"Sunny," Slinky hissed one day, his emerald eyes shining, "you are my only true friend. I promise I will always be here for you no matter what."
Sunny's heart swelled with happiness. She had never had a friend like Slinky before. He understood her, made her laugh, and promised to always be there for her. What more could a duckling ask for?
A snake! Sunny, you must stay away from him. Snakes are dangerous. They can't be trusted. But Mama, Slinky isn't like that. He's my friend. He promised to always be there for me.
Mama Duck shook her head sadly.
Sunny, you are too trusting. Snakes are tricksters. They are only friends with those they want to eat.
Mama Duck's words filled Sunny with doubt. Could Slinky really be tricking her? Torn between her mother's warnings and her trust in Slinky, Sunny didn't know what to believe. She decided to confide in Slinky, to ask him about her mother's fears.
Slinky, Mama says snakes can't be trusted. She says you might hurt me.
Hurt you, Sunny? Never! I love you like a sister. Your mother is just trying to protect you, but she doesn't understand our friendship.
Slinky's words were convincing, but a seed of doubt lingered in Sunny's heart.
Prove it. Prove that you're my friend and that you would never hurt me.
Slinky hesitated, his gaze flickering away from Sunny's for the first time.
Very well. To prove my friendship, I need you to do something for me. Climb onto this rock and close your eyes. I have a surprise for you.
Sunny hesitated. Something felt wrong, but the thought of losing Slinky's friendship was too much to bear. Taking a deep breath, she climbed onto the rock and closed her eyes tightly, her heart pounding in her chest.
That's it, Sunny. Just relax. It will all be over soon.
Sunny's eyes flew open. Slinky's words, usually so comforting, now sent chills down her spine. She turned to see Slinky coiled behind her, his fangs bared, ready to strike. Sunny let out a terrified quack, scrambling back on the rock. Her heart pounded in her chest as she tried to make sense of the situation. The world seemed to spin around her, and she felt a wave of confusion and fear wash over her. She had always trusted Slinky, but now, everything felt uncertain. Tears welled up in her eyes as she realized the truth in her mother's words. Her mother had always warned her about the dangers of the world, and now those warnings echoed in her mind. She felt a deep sense of betrayal, but also a growing understanding of the harsh realities of life. Slinky was a predator, and she had almost become his prey. The realization hit her like a cold splash of water. She had been naive, thinking that their friendship could transcend the natural order. But nature had its own rules, and they were not easily broken. Slinky paused, his fangs still bared, his emerald eyes filled with a strange mix of guilt and hunger. He was torn between his instincts and his feelings. The conflict within him was palpable, and for a moment he seemed almost human in his struggle. He lowered his head, shame washing over him. He had never wanted to hurt Sunny, but his nature was something he couldn't escape. The weight of his actions pressed down on him, and he felt a deep remorse for the pain he had caused.
You're right, Sunny. I am a snake. His voice was filled with sorrow and regret. He wished he could be different, but he knew that was impossible. He could only hope that Sunny would understand and find it in her heart to forgive him. It is in my nature to hunt. The words hung in the air, heavy with meaning. Slinky knew that his nature was something he couldn't change, no matter how much he cared for Sunny. It was a painful truth, but one that he had to accept. But I truly cared for you, little duckling. You were my friend. His eyes softened as he spoke, and there was a genuine warmth in his voice. He wanted Sunny to know that their friendship had been real, even if it was overshadowed by his predatory nature.
Sunny stared at Slinky, her fear giving way to sadness. She could see the sincerity in his eyes, and it made her heart ache. She had lost a friend, but she had also gained a deeper understanding of the world. She realized that Slinky was telling the truth. His nature was something he couldn't change, and it wasn't his fault. It was a hard lesson, but one that she needed to learn. He was a snake, and snakes hunted. It wasn't personal. The realization brought a strange sense of peace to Sunny. She understood now that Slinky hadn't meant to hurt her. He was simply following his instincts. It was simply his nature. And in understanding that, she found a way to forgive him. The world was a complex place, filled with difficult truths, but it was also a place where understanding and forgiveness could exist. From that day forward, Sunny and Slinky maintained a respectful distance. They had learned that while their differences were vast, their mutual respect was even greater. Sunny, the curious and adventurous duckling, had always been warned by her mother about the dangers lurking in the woods. But it was only after her encounter with Slinky that she truly understood the wisdom behind those words. The pond, once a place of carefree splashes and playful chases, now held a deeper meaning for her. It was a place of reflection, both literally and figuratively. Sunny learned a valuable lesson about trust and the importance of listening to her mother's advice. She realized that trust wasn't just about believing in others, but also about understanding and respecting boundaries. Her mother's words echoed in her mind, reminding her that true wisdom often comes from experience. The pond became her sanctuary, a place where she could ponder the complexities of life and the unexpected friendships that could arise from it. Slinky, in turn, learned that true friendship meant respecting boundaries and caring for someone without wanting to change who they were. He had always been seen as a predator, a creature to be feared, but his bond with Sunny taught him that there was more to life than just survival. It was about connection, understanding, and the beauty of coexistence. He found joy in their interactions, even if they were from a distance, and cherished the moments they shared. While their friendship was different now, the bond they forged remained. It was a bond built on mutual respect and understanding, a bond that transcended their natural instincts. They had found a way to coexist, to appreciate each other's presence without fear or suspicion. Their interactions, though limited, were filled with genuine care and affection. They would often sit on opposite sides of the pond, sharing stories and laughter, their voices carrying across the water, a testament to the unusual friendship that bloomed in the whispering woods. The pond, with its serene waters and gentle ripples, became a symbol of their unique bond. It was a place where they could be themselves, where their differences didn't matter. Their stories, filled with adventures and dreams, echoed through the woods, inspiring other creatures to look beyond appearances and embrace the essence of true friendship. And so, the tale of Sunny the Duckling and Slinky the Snake became a legend in the Whispering Woods, a reminder that even the most unlikely of friendships can blossom, teaching valuable lessons about trust, acceptance, and the power of understanding. Their story was passed down through generations, a beacon of hope and a testament to the strength of the bonds we forge. It reminded everyone that true friendship knows no boundaries, and that with a little understanding and respect, even the most unlikely companions can find common ground and thrive together.